stealing our homes from, and I say no more. How many people are pissed off?
Yeah.
How many people here are pissed off? I didn't hear that. Well, we're pissed off. Why are we pissed off? Because they keep gutting our lives. If you work hard, if you follow the rules, if you do what they tell you, you're supposed to have a chance at life to make a good life for yourself and maybe possibly a better life for your children. That's the American dream. That's the bill of goods that they sold us. Well, what happened to that? We go to school, we work hard there, we get out of school, we have this huge debt, we work hard to pay that off, we work hard to pay for our homes, to pay for our mortgages, and then what do? They screw us over every single time until we have nothing left. Why is it that our value of our money, the money that we earn, has decreased every year since 1968? The value of our earnings has gone down every year since 1968. We're earning 12% less today than we did back 40 years ago. But the prices keep going up. Everything keeps going up except our paychecks. And when you take out a loan these days, no longer is it a fixed rate. We can say, hey, I want to own a home, I want to work hard, and I want to be able to live in that, have something to leave to my children come that time. You're supposed to have a fixed rate where you can pay and make a life for yourselves. What they do is they give you one rate one day, and then over a series of months it goes up 3-4 times, so you can't afford it and everything that you pay goes to what? Interest. I'll tell you a story. Here's a personal story. All right, my girlfriend bought a house. All right, she put down $200,000. $200,000 on a $600,000 loan. She put a third down. Couldn't get a fixed rate loan. They took her money, put it into a flexible rate mortgage, forged her signature on key documents. They called her in at 5 o'clock on a Friday evening, had her sign a stack of papers, and of course, no one was there to make copies. She had to sign a stack of papers that had to be rushed and put in immediately. It was so urgent to get this done on a Friday evening that she had to sign all this stuff. Didn't get a copy because the secretary had gone home. Oh, but we'll make copies for you, don't worry. On other documents, they just signed her name for her. And then she wound up in a loan that went from $1,200 to $3,000 a month. I don't know what you call that. I call that criminal. Criminal. After 3 years of making payments, she put $200,000 down, and over 3 years put another $100,000 down on a $600,000 loan. After 3 years of making all these payments, paying $300,000 on this, she still owed $600,000 to the bank because all she paid was interest. This is criminal. It's stealing. It's criminal. They have laws against stealing, but only people who are down on the street get to apply those laws in handcuffs. The guys up in the offices up there, they just flaunt it and make the rules to suit themselves.
Profit is supposed to be for providing goods and services. Profit is supposed to be for providing goods and services, not for making people's lives worse. That's the whole idea behind money. The whole idea behind money is you provide something for someone, and the money records the fact that you provided something for someone so that you can get something in return for it. When people are getting money because they're robbing from society, when people are getting money simply because of the fact that they have money to get money with, that's stealing. That's the same as if somebody has tools to break into your house with and they open up the door and they go in your house and they take your stuff. Just because they have the tools doesn't mean they have a right to take from you. Somebody has money and the money is being used as a tool to take something without providing anything. That's theft. And worse yet, if they're making the world worse in the process, that is beyond theft, that's theft and destruction. That's like somebody breaking into your home, smashing up your stuff, and taking anything of value they feel like. That's not what money's for. Money was not intended at any point in time in any society that I'm aware of for people to use to rob other people that are trying to make life better for themselves and their family and their communities.
Carlos. All right, folks. Yeah, in a little bit we're gonna have a press conference. We're waiting for Faith. She's on her way here. She's a 79-year-old woman that has lost her home or is in the process of being evicted. So she's gonna be with us. Bertha, she will not be available today because she's ill and she's going through a lot of a tremendous crisis in her life. So we're gonna hang out for a little bit. And anyone else has anything else that they would like to share?
Will you tell them about the 11th of February? Okay. I know a lot of you got my card. I just started a website to help. I hear you. I started a website to fix this problem of not being represented by our Congress. We have people that are voted into office, Republican, Democrat, who are funded by special interests, and then they are beholden to those special interests to pass laws that are in favor of big business and laws that are not favorable to us. So they're ruining the environment because they can pass laws that make it the EPA. They want to abolish the EPA, the environmental protections. So I got into this because I'm a master gardener in California, and I care very much about the environment. I care about clean air, water, and land and soil. And I was very concerned about how organizations like Monsanto will basically get people to pass laws that are favorable to the big corporations, but not favorable to the farmers. And actually they're polluting the land. And if you know anything about the dead zones in the Gulf of Mexico, that's because we use petrol to create nitrogen fertilizer that then gets washed down in our waterways into the Gulf of Mexico and creates a toxic environment. Why is that happening? It's because the farmers don't know any better. They don't realize that they shouldn't be using those petrochemicals to fertilize their soil. And I could tell you about a bunch of other egregious things that Monsanto's done, but really we need to get the government back in the hands of the people. And the only way we're going to do that is to vote in regular people who understand what we here on the ground have to deal with on a daily basis. We have to get people who are listening to our voices, and that's what the website is about. It's an egalitarian website. Anybody can participate in the discussions. Post your solutions, post your complaints, and then we can like or dislike those solutions and complaints. And you can run for office on this website without having $1 million.
What's the site?
It's called rightindependent.org. And the idea is not to have any one person be a leader, but just have people